Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we'll continue our discussion on organizing contents with table. In this we'll talk about how to format a table using CSS, and then we'll try to apply table-like structure to other elements such as div. Now, how to format a table? You remember we talked about T-head and T-body and T-foot in our previous example, previous lecture. T-head is basically we are trying to group rows as a heading. So maybe we have one row as a heading or two row as a heading, and we want to apply same style to those heading. So we can use T-head for that. And similarly, we have like more than one rows as a body. So, and if you want to apply the style to all rows which are part of body, so we can give a style to the T body and it will be applied there, and similarly for the T foot. Now let's have a look on our program how we can give the styles. So now first of all, I want to make the size of my table like a bigger width. So I can say table and width is 100%. So if I apply this style, and you see that it extended to 100%. And now I can also give my border. So I can say border is like 2 pixels, solid and black. So applied here, and you see that we got a border as well. Now let's apply the T body. So for example, T head. So for example, these are the two rows which are my headings. So what I can do is I can say T head before, and I can say T head after closing of my T head. Now in this T head, now I can give this T head a different style. For example, I want the color of my T head heading should be green. So I can give the color to T head only, and then you will see that all two rows, they will be applied my color green. And you see that the two rows, the room and the other row is now green. Similarly, I can combine all my body to the T body tag. Okay, and similarly I can go up to the line number 3. Okay, this is my total, this is my footer, and this is my T body's closing here. So let's try T body style. So I can say T body style, for example, the color is blue. Okay, the color is blue, and we'll see that only, okay, so we are getting the color blue for all T body. And by the way, this should be the footer, but you know, since we did not apply the T foot, that is why it is also becoming the part of T body now. So I'm going to say T foot, and I say closing of T foot. Okay, and let's try now and see. Okay, so something went wrong, T body, and this is my T row. And now, okay, the T foot is not correct here. Let's run it. Now you see that T footer does not have any, so it's just black. So let me go up, and I can give a style to my T foot as well. And I say, okay, T foot is, the color is red. And see if the color is red here. Refresh the page, and there you go. And if I say I want to give another style, font weight is bold, and you will see that my color and the font is bold as well for only the T footer. So basically we can combine the rows into T head or T body or T foot, and we can give them different style. Now we do have a column group, so let me see how we can apply the column group. So within the table before heading, I can say, okay, I got a column group, call group, and I can close my column group. Now in this one, I can specify the columns. Okay, I can specify columns. So the first column is column 1, the second is column 2, and then we have like third column and fourth column and so on. In this column, I say, okay, the first column should have a color from my class. So I can give a class name like column 1. And in the column 1, I can go here and I can say, okay, the class column 1 has a style. For example, the background color, I can say background is yellow, for example. So I can apply that, and you see that the first column is yellow. And by the way, since this column does not have any color, so it didn't give anything for that one. Now I say, okay, class is equal to, I have another style, I call it column 2, for example. So now in this one, I can go up there and I can say column 2 style, and the background is light blue. So now the column 2 should be light blue, and column 3 and 4 should be empty without any style. And there you go. And by the way, this room, since it is like a column 2 because it is spanned to 3 column, but it's a column 2, that is why we are having the whole part. But this column 2 is like a light blue. Now, can I say something inside? And I say, okay, the column 3 should be same as column 1, for example. And let's see if we can see different style, yellow style for the third column then. There you go. And similarly, I can say, okay, the column class is equal to, I can say column 3, or I can say column 2, no problem. Actually, I want a different style for that. And there you go. Now, so every call is defining a column. So the first call will be first column, the second call will be second column, and the third will be third, and so on. Now, I don't need, actually for this one, I want this style, column 2 style for all 3 columns. So what I'm going to say the span is equal to 3. Okay. And now you see that all 3 columns will be like a light blue. There you go. So whatever the T head and T body and T footer, those styles are there, but we are working on the background of the table for the columns. So that is how you can specify the background of the column using column group. Okay, so we are done with this part. Now we want to apply table-like structure to our. So what I'm going to do is I can open a new document, for example, and I can. So this is my other document. So what I'll do is I will apply my other document settings to this page, and I can say this is my other document, and it has nothing inside. So, and there is no style for this one, and there is no article, has nothing inside. Now I want to have, for example, a div, and this is my closing div. I can close my div here, and now in this div I'm having another div. This div will be treated as my row. Okay, I can close this one. And now inside this div I'm going to have another div that will be treated as my column. I can close my div here. So we are trying to make like a table-like structure here. Okay, Now in this one, I'm gonna say this is my name, and this is like a Tariq Aziz, and now another div will be like email, and this will be like tariq_aziz@gmail.com, and let's see how it looks like on the page. You see, every div bring the contents on the next line. I do have a couple of more contents. For example, I'm having my phone. So the phone is like 123456789 and similarly I'm having my fax as well, and the fax is also a phone number which is same. Now let's refresh it, and now we can see that everything is coming on the next line, but I want my Tariq Aziz on the in front of the name. Okay, so let's see how we can give a style. So first of all, I have to say, since I want to make it a table structure, I have to say that this should be having a style. I say, okay, this is my contact, so I can give it class name contact, and I say this contact is like a table structure. So dot contact is, I say display it like a table. Okay, it will not make any impact even if you try now, because we did not specify the row and we did not specify the cells. And then I say, okay, I do have another class that is what I call row, and display the row like a table row. Okay, so this is my table row. Even then it is not going to make any impact because we did not specify the table cell. So I'm going to say, okay, I do have, and for this, so this will be my contact and this class will be my row. Now this row class has div, and this is the div that should be my cell. So I'm going to say, okay, in the row, if there is any div, make that, display that div like a table cell. Okay, one more time. In this row, if there is a div, display the div like a table cell. Okay, now I saved it, I refresh this page, and you see that the name and the Tariq Aziz comes on one line and they are displaying like a table cell. Now what I can do is I can do the same thing in this one. I can say, okay, class is equal to row. Now the things are simple. This row will be applied to this div, and now email will be also on the same line. And I can say, okay, the class is equal to row. Now this row, this whole will be a row, and this div will be like a table cell. I can go up there. Oh, I didn't save it. Let me, and I can save this one and I can refresh this page, and now you see here I'm having, okay, I got some trouble here. Okay, because when I press something it becomes a date here. Okay, now the third also is a class is equal to row, and now you will see that all my content is like okay, phone is left. Where is my phone? Class is, this is the class, S is missing. Now let's give a padding for the cells. So I'm gonna say, okay, the row div, I want to give a padding here, and padding is like 0.25 from every side, em. Now let's go, and you see here, and I say, okay, I want to give a font as well, and font is for example, for this contact, for this table. So let's apply, this is my table, and I want the font size of my all table content should be 1.3 em. So let's see that. Oh, there you go. So we are applying to the contact. All contact has the same font size. Now I want this name should be bold. So I'm going to say, okay, I can create another class, and I say, okay, this is my category, for example, and I say .cat class as font weight is bold, and I can say that F5, and you see the name is bold. So similarly, I can specify this category class to every div element, email and then phone, and then I can go for this packs. I saved it, and you will see that all my headings are bold now. So that's it for today's Kafare Majlis. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.